Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 9 of the First Star Challenge with Everton. Of course, our bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And this is a massive episode because I don't know what's bigger. First up, we go to Wembley to play Newcastle in the FA Cup semi-final. And then we go to Merseyside. We return to Merseyside. We go to Anfield for the Merseyside Derby, looking for revenge because we got absolutely smacked in the first Merseyside Derby of the season. So we want revenge, don't we? And what better revenge could we take than going to Wembley in the final as well? Now, since last episode, just the one game, we had that really good game with Tottenham, didn't we? It's really worth going back and watching that if you haven't already. Game against Watford, and they gave us a really, really good game. They just kept coming at us. They ran at us. They shot from everywhere. They were just really direct, and you can see by their shots there. A lot of those shots were just from the next postcode, but they just didn't go away. It was Selke, Bernard, and Gomez that got the goals for us, but you can see they two get late goals. They wouldn't leave us alone, Watford. But good game, and in the end, we did get the 3 points that we wanted. And let's have a look at the league table, and we can see 10-point gap because not only did we win, but Tottenham and Arsenal both lost, which is just amazing because it's that 10-point gap now. They still both have 2 games in hand, so it's not as good as it perhaps looks. But we have, as you can see there, we've qualified for the Europa League. So worst case scenario, we're going to be in Europe next year in the Europa League, but we want the Champions League at this point, don't we? We've only got 5 games to go, and we've got a 10-point gap. But like I say, that can be a little bit misleading there because there is, of course, the games in hand for Arsenal and for Tottenham. So let's have a look at the team that we are sending out at Wembley to play Newcastle, and this is it. It's Pickford in goal, it's Baines, it's Mina, it's Zuma, and John Joe Kenny comes in at right back. Seamus Coleman at risk of an injury, so we don't want that to happen. So we're going to go with John Joe Kenny. It's Davies and it's Gomez in midfield. It's Richarlison, Sigurdsson, and Bernard in behind Selke. Come on, boys, let's get off to a final. And you may have noticed that Pickford's booking away from a suspension, so I really hope he doesn't get himself booked this game and then miss a final. But we've got to win this game first, so let's not get ahead of ourselves there. What do we want to say? It's a big game. I think it's just go out there and enjoy yourselves. I think I like that. Some passionate, we have faith. Come on, boys, fire up. What better way would there be than to mark our first season in charge than to get to a final? Obviously, we then want to win it. But, yeah, it's weird. Newcastle is playing in a light blue and not in their traditional black and white stripes. Maybe the black clashes with our dark blue, or royal. What is it? It's not probably called dark blue. It's probably called like Everton royal blue or something, isn't it? I've offended everybody by calling it dark blue. Anyway, we have not got off to the best start in terms of possession. Come on, boys, come on. Let's get creative here. Yeah, I mean they're not the best team this year. They're down sort of the bottom half, I believe, of mid-table bottom half of the Premier League. So, it is what it is. It's obviously not going to be easy. You do won the first goal, though, could be crucial. For their possession, they haven't really done much with it yet. Not that we've done anything with ours either, and we've sort of brought it back here to sort of 50-50. All right, here's a corner. Let's make sure we defend this, boys. Away. It's a good header clear. Can we launch a counter-attack? It doesn't look like it unless we can win this back here. That's a little bit too much space for Matt Ritchie. That's a good ball in for Kennedy, and we have gone behind. That's not good. Defending set pieces, it's becoming a little bit of a problem for me, not just in this save, but in the World Tour as well, if you're watching that. Yeah, defending set pieces is annoying me a touch at the moment. It's a good ball in for Kennedy, and we just gave him too much space, really. We'll tell them to show some passion. We need to rebound from that and rebound from that quickly. Let's go attacking here. I do wonder if they are sitting a little bit deeper to try and negate the Selke threat in behind. Come on, boys. Let's get creative here. We don't need to panic yet, but we haven't created anything. So just maybe some mild panic. Let's maybe not tell them to do anything. No specific instructions. Just play what you see, boys. Play what you see. We haven't got Bernard in the game. We haven't got Sigurdsson in the game. It's actually been quite disappointing. We're going to give this a demand more coming into half-time. We have not had a shot on target yet. And here comes another corner for Newcastle. Come on, boys, get that away. It's headed clear by Selke. Lascelles gets it. You'd like the centre-back out there. No, not the best header from Baines, is it? There was a chance perhaps of a counter-attack, but it needed to be better. Mina's nicked that. All right, come on, Baines. Do better this time, mate. We do have Digne. He's back fit. He did play against Watford. I want him for Liverpool, so that's why Baines is playing this game. Baines has done a good job for us, so there's nothing to worry about there. Here's Richarlison. Maybe not the right option there. I'm wondering second half if we look to play him as a winger and perhaps even with an eye of bringing Walcott on to play as that winger. We haven't created anything, have we really? I mean, that's not even a half chance that Richarlison just had. It's going to be an aggressive, what the F is going on, boys, at half time. And we need a reaction because that was not great. Come on, boys. Show me something else second half. Everybody there looks fired up. So we'll just get straight back out there. Options for the second half. We can look to go, we have Cahill on the bench. We could look to go 2 up top. We could look to... We'll give this a couple more minutes here, and we might look to play Richarlison as a winger. Because that's not working right now. Maybe we need that extra width, so we'll try that. Next on the list of options, I think it's to go 2 up top. So it looks like a decent ball. Can Bernard get onto that? He can't. And I think we'd have to take Andre Gomez off. I would be worried to take Sigurdsson off just because he's from his set pieces. He's just a constant threat. Oh, we thought we were going to win that back, though we didn't. They've gone long over the top. We should be able to get to that. Mina does. Just for a second, I was worried he's giving away a foul. All right, is this patient build-up play, or are we going to do something stupid? This is better. Richarlison, what can he do? He goes for a run, picks out Selke for Bernard! Oh, Bernard! 13th goal of the year, unlucky for some, but not for us. That was really, really good finish from Bernard, and good play from Selke as well. I tell you what, this Selke, he can do anything. It was a decent run from Richarlison. He drew in a couple, not the best pass, but Selke, look at that. The vision, the composure to wait that pass, and the finish from Bernard was spectacular, wasn't it? Really, really good stuff. Was it offside? I did cross my mind at the time. He's onside. He's fine. He's fine. All right, come on, boys. Let's demand more. Let's go and make sure we win this game now. Richarlison and Sigurdsson not having the best games. We've seen Richarlison twice. He just dribbles, doesn't he? Which is good on certain occasions, but I think here we might need maybe just Walcott's extra pace, the directness of Theo, just to get at them. I don't want to take Sigurdsson off, but we're sort of running out of options here a little bit, aren't we? All right, what we are going to do is there's only one man for the job here. It is Mr. Tim Cahill, of course. So we'll do that. We'll drop him back in. We'll play Sigurdsson as a playmaker, and we'll bring Timmy on up here as a target man. And could go horribly wrong. It could go horribly wrong. That I will admit, but let's go win a game of football, boys. Let's not sit here trying to play for extra time. They're looking nervous. We want to go at them. Let's give it a show some passion, maybe. Is there anything else you want to do tactically? I don't necessarily think so. Tom Davies is looking nervous. We do have Benning and me on the bench, who could come in and play that role, but let's stick with this. It looks like it's going to go to extra time. Can we give it one more? Demand more, boys. Come on, push forward, fight for it. There's nothing happening. Absolutely nothing happening. It has been an even game. Oh no, we've got to defend this, boys. Defend this, defend this, defend the... Oh, I thought that had gone in. It looks like the only way they're going to score, doesn't it? Is from a corner. They're looking nervous as well. Come on, boys. Let's push late. Let's go and get this win. I think what we might do for extra time is we'll just be a little bit more direct with our passing here. And we'll continue to go at them. We're not gonna let them off the hook here lightly. This isn't really what we needed because we do have this Merseyside Derby coming up, and ideally we would, let's say we've been unlucky so far. Let's give them a little bit of positive reinforcement, some passion, we have faith. Go on, Theo. We'll get back out there. We're going to keep going for it. We're not going to play for penalties because that's a lottery, and I think we've been the better team here. Certainly second half, they haven't created anything really that we've seen in terms of highlights. We just need to put something away, don't we? We just need to create a good chance and let Timmy Cahill put it away. All right, can we win this ball, please? Zuma and Mina, they are beasts. They should be winning most balls in the air. It's gone for Davies. That wasn't really what was needed there, Tom. Wasn't really what was needed. Go and win that back. They've gone wide. He's tracking his runner nicely. Well done. Well done. All right, come on, Cahill. Launch the counter-attack. Use your pace. Use your pace, Timmy. Theo. Go on, Walcott. All right, that's breezing past two. This is a fantastic run. Can he pick out Selke? He's gone down. It's either a free kick or Walcott needs a doctor. Good header from Mina to Davies. Come on, boys. Let's build and go again. There's Selke. Can he find Timmy in the middle? Go on. It's there. Use your pace, Timmy. Use your pace. Oh, this long highlight. Can we win this, please? We can with Zuma. Well done. I really want to keep Zuma for next season. I don't know if it's going to be possible. That's a good ball for Bernard. Can he square it? He's surely got to square it. It's there. Selke! 11th goal this year for Selke. Just return the favour. Return the favour. Now let's hang on. Concentrate here. Concentrate. Let's go back to our normal passing. Be more disciplined. We'll just start to wind down the clock a little bit here. We'll regroup. We'll slow down the pace. We won't do anything else in there. I'm wondering if we should go a little bit more defensive in our formation. Do we bring, say, Benning on for... Do we bring Benning on for Selke? If we do that, we're kind of going all in on the fact that we're not going to concede. Benning would be a good sub. All right, can we do something here? Sigurdsson chips it in. Davies! Oh, what's Tom Davies doing into that? Anybody else? We've got better headers of the ball than him, but it was a decent effort. He got it on target. That's really what we can ask him to do, isn't it? Long ball up. We should get to that. We do. Just don't do anything stupid here, boys. Mina for Baines. Back for Yerry Mina. Goes over the top for Selke. Use your pace, mate. He doesn't quite get there. Oh, and the highlight continues. I'm wondering if we should go more defensive in midfield. Maybe we can... Oh, no. Pickford with a big save. Sigurdsson's still not having a good game. Do we just admit it's not one for him? And put in Benning and me in midfield. And I wonder, do we get an extra sub? No, we're in extra time. Alright, we're going to do it. Sigurdsson just hasn't quite done it. We're trying to get a bit of a block in midfield. Can these guys sit a little deeper? How would they feel about that? I don't. Just a good old-fashioned 4-4-2. Yeah, all right. Let's do it. I don't like defending leads. It's not what I do. Come on, boys. Come on, Zuma. Oh, heavy touch from Zuma. Just need to concentrate now. Concentrate. See it out. If we do have another sub, I don't even know who I'd bring on, if I'm honest. It would just be a case of fresh legs. Davies is making me a little bit nervous here. He's not... That's a couple of times now, isn't it? We've seen him give the ball away when he doesn't necessarily have to. Can we win that? We can't. Mina's there. Well done. Sweeps it up. Walcott. Can we get on the break here? Benning me. Goes early for Bernard. It's a good pass in the end. A bit risky. Bernard switches play again for Timmy Cahill. Cahill brings it down beautifully for Walcott. Can we pick out Selke in the middle? Can we put this away? It's back post. It's headed away. It's Cahill! That is surely it. And who doesn't love a Tim Cahill goal? That's his 8th of the year already for a 39-year-old. Wow, Timmy Cahill, get in, son. Oh, wait, we've got to give the celebration. I didn't see that coming. I thought Selke, look at that. Good run from Timmy. Gets in there at the back post and does not make a mistake from the poor header. And that should be that. That should be that now. All right, if we do have another sub to make, what we'll do is we'll bring Alex Denny on for Davies. We do have another sub we can make. All right, play him as a defensive midfielder. We'll play Benning me as a deep line playmaker, and it's just the case now. We've just got to see this out. 3-1 up. We've turned it around beautifully. We can now focus our attention towards the Merseyside Derby. Don't have to worry about Kenny because Coleman will come back in. Digne will come in for Baines. Zuma is a little bit of a concern, isn't it? Get that away, boys. Doesn't matter now because we're 2 goals up. We're going to the Wembley final, boys. That is amazing. That is amazing. Well done. That's woohoo. We got a final first year at the club. That's what we like to see. And that was a good turnaround, wasn't it? Wasn't a good first half at all. It wasn't even that great of a second half, if we're being honest. But we ended up getting the job done. And anytime Cahill scores, it's just a wonderful day, isn't it? It's just a wonderful, wonderful day. Anything of interest here? 1.8 mil in the bank. That's not bad. If we have a quick look at our finances, actually, who was Southgate there to look at? Pickford, Davies. He didn't see much from Davies, if I'm honest. That wasn't his best game. Quick look at the finances here, and you can see, yeah, I mean, we're still in debt. It's a lot better than it was when we took over, because that was not what I was expecting when I when I first took over the club. But it's going in the right direction here. We Champions League next year, if we can hang on for that, some Premier League prize money, and we should be back in the positive, and that is the main thing. But guys, wait right there. We will be back for the Merseyside Derby and revenge. Okay, welcome back for the Merseyside Derby. Now, what has happened? It's a magnificent thing has happened. Arsenal and Tottenham have both lost, which means we are now 10 points clear. Look at the recent form. They've lost their last 3. Arsenal and Spurs they've been even worse. They beat us, but outside of that, they've only won 1 game in the last 10 outside of us. So 2 games in the last 10 for Spurs. So both their form is falling off a cliff, and so suddenly we need 9 points if my maths is correct. 9 points, either we gain or Arsenal drop. There. So if Arsenal were to lose, for example, we would need 6 points. And we're in the Champions League next year, boys. So it's starting to look like it's doable. So with that in mind, we're going to the Merseyside Derby, and you can see by the team we're sending out, we are going for a win, and a big, big win at that. Actually, we'll play him as a winger. It is Pickford in goal. It's Digne, Mina. Keane comes in because Zuma's injured, which is a bit of an annoying thing, but 2 weeks he should be fine for the cup final. Coleman comes back in as well. Davies and Sigurdsson, they're going to try and hold midfield desperately for us against Liverpool. But this is where all the business is. It's Richarlison and Bernard with Cahill and Selke up top as well. We're either going to get ripped to shreds, or it's going to be a memorable, memorable day. It could literally go either way. Part of me thinks maybe we're more likely to get ripped to shreds, but we'll take that risk, won't we? All right, we've got nothing to lose here. Go out, show everyone what we're capable of. Some calm, we have faith, and that's a decent reaction. Come on, boys. And here we go. Let me know what you think in the comments of the tactics before we start. What do you think? It's ambitious. I give you that. You know, I want to make sure, actually, we just want to direct up our passing a little bit. It is ambitious. I will give you that. I did toy with the same tactics that we used against Chelsea and Tottenham, and that. Well, Chelsea didn't work against Tottenham, but the counter-attacking. But I thought, no, we're gonna go for this. Chances are the Champions League is going to happen eventually anyway. So let's just go and see if we can teach Liverpool what good football is all about. As I give my speech, my rampaging, inspirational speech, we almost conceded. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Let's give it a get creative. I figure if Cahill's on the field, he's in goal scoring form, then we've got a half a chance. Selke as well, Bernard and Richarlison. I could go through the whole team. Hopefully a little bit of a better performance from Tom Davies than Wembley, because it wasn't his finest moments. Digne back in the team as well is good. I don't know if we'll get 90 minutes out of him. We'll try, but that might be a bit of a stretch. Head that away, please. Boys, it's easy for Pickford. I need to do better than that. Can we launch an attack, or is that going to be the end of the highlights? Just look up for Timmy. He'll win the ball. There it is. Over the top for Cahill. There we go. Cahill for Selke. Selke! Oh, he's offside! Oh, it was so close to being exactly what we're looking to do. Was it offsides? Yeah, it was. Or was it? It was tight, wasn't it? It could easily have gone the other way, that call. Right, Mina picks it up. Let's build from the back. This is good. Pickford goes long. Selke nods it down for Cahill. Use your pace, Timmy. Use your pace. This is okay. Good pressure on the back four. Let's not let them build. Let's go long and let Mina just sweep these things up all day. It's a shame we don't have Zuma for that exact reason, that he's just as big a beast in the air, and we could have just swept it up. But yeah, we don't have him, so there's no point worrying about it. Now here's Salah. This is dangerous. Get in front. Stay with your man there, Richarlison. Stay with him. Let's get that clear, please. There we go. Up for Cahill, knocks it down. Oh, no, it was Selke to Cahill. Here's Bernard in on goal. Go on, Bernard. Bernard! Oh, he's missed it. Still there, Bernard! Hey. 14th goal of the year for Bernard. That is magnificent. That's exactly what we were looking to do. Get men up top, overwhelm them in their defensive third, and just go. Not the best finish. It's bounced around, it's hit everybody, and then just landed at Bernard's feet. We don't care. We will take that and run. 1-0 to the good guys. All right, come on, boys. Let's keep this going. We're still obviously a massive threat of conceding goals here because we have so many players getting forward. But, as I said, we're not going to die wondering today. We are going to go for it. It's a lot of space there for Mane. Cuts inside. You know what I might look to do here? Probably should have done it sooner. Having seen that, is just make sure that we're showing these guys onto their outside foot. I'm not sure if we were there. No, it looks like we were, so nothing's changed. Just maybe poor defending against Mane, not following instructions. That's the risk, though, isn't it? That lead didn't last long because I think we scored in the 18th minute, so that's a bit annoying. Let's give them a show some passion. Yeah, I mean, we just maybe need to get a little bit tighter. You know what we might do, actually. Yeah, that didn't last too long. I'm wondering if we might just tell our fullbacks, go man mark. Go stay with them. Don't let them get any space. Don't let them breathe. Just stick to them like a bad rash. Not there's anything like a good rash, I guess. Just stick to them like a rash. All rashes are bad. There we go. And hopefully that'll kind of stop that from happening. Because we got a sort of a warning shot from Salah on the other side, didn't we? And then obviously Mane with his cut inside there as well. Alright, come on boys, that's okay. There is still a lot of positives in this game for us so far. Let's give it another get creative here when we can. They're having more shots, but you kind of expect that. And that, to be honest, if we're not seeing the highlights, they're just long-range blasts that are not going to threaten us. So that's all good. Digne's card is worrying me a little bit. Alright, come on boys, can we create something here? Davies goes in for Sigurdsson. That's under pressure, but he's done well there. Digne back for Bernard. Bernard just dancing with the ball at his feet. Wonderful stuff to watch. Sigurdsson in for Timmy. Timmy for Selke. Selke! Oh, he bends one, but couldn't quite get the whip on it to get it inside that post. Selke is not having his best game. To be honest, a lot of our players were sort of in the range of in the medical center where they need a rest. So that might explain some of the performance here. But I wanted to go full strength, and then we'll rest them at training after this. And then if we need to go a little bit weaker for Leicester City, then we'll do that. But we couldn't afford to do that for the Merseyside Derby. We obviously had to go out with our best team and try and get a little bit of revenge here. Do we say I'm happy? I think I'm happy with that. Some of the match ratings aren't fantastic, but just tell Digne not to get himself sent off. But overall, the team has played well. So hopefully, telling them they've played well, that'll give them... It could go one of two ways. It could either give them a boost and then kick on their individual performances, or it could make them think, yeah, we're really, really good, and then they'll just clock off and we'll get absolutely run over in this second half. Let's give it a get creative. Sigurdsson is again not playing well. Oh no, I do have Andre Gomez on the bench. I was going to say, I stupidly took Andre Gomez off the bench, but I don't. He's there. Alright, not again for Sigurdsson, so we'll take him off. We'll bring on Andre Gomez. He's almost as good, if not just as good. So we don't lose too much there. Selke's not having a good game. I did put Tosun on the bench, just in case. So decent ball in, but away from Keane. It's still there. Get in front of it. The problem is Tosun doesn't have the pace. We could go, if we're looking for pace, we could go Theo up top. I don't necessarily hate that as a plan, actually. Let's see what comes of this highlight, and then we might even look to do that. Selke has played a lot. We do lose a... got to be closing down a little bit better than that, though, don't we? Okay, what can we do here? What can we do? Let's give it a demand more. We'll just see how we react to that. Selke isn't having a great game, though, is he? He's not having a good game. All right, let's take him off. Tosun's the man. Sank the tank. Let's bring him on as an advanced forward, I think. We'll just let him play off Timmy. Tom Davies is again not playing well. I do wonder how much of this performance is down to tied legs. Because it can make a really big difference. Alright, let's put some pressure on them. We're up our end of the field here. Come on, boys. A little bit of pressure. And they've played out of that quite nicely. And that's a lot of space for Emre to run into. That's the risk of what we're doing. We've blocked that. It's fallen straight to Mill. No, he's put it wide. There are signs here, aren't there? But we're going to go attacking. We're going to ignore those signs, and we're going to go for it. Furious, anxious. Just relax, boys. Just relax. Get creative. There we go. We're going to keep going for it because there's no point not. Let's diamond up midfield. And I'm wondering, is he still playing poorly? He's anxious. Let's bring Benning on. That looks a little bit lopsided, actually, doesn't it? Let's maybe not be that silly. Let's do that. Can we just play him as an anchor man? No, we'll do him as a defensive midfielder. We'll do him on support, actually. We're chasing the game here, aren't we? All right, come on, Everton. Let's see if we can nick this draw. I mean, they've had a lot of chances compared to us, haven't they? Anything else you want to do? Let's maybe not exploit the flanks. Let's just play it as we see it. Let's maybe go a little bit wider. Anything else? We'll counter press now. We've got to try and win this ball back. Let's play a high line. Again, anything and everything could go wrong here. We're almost playing into how they want us to play against them, but as I said, we're going to go for this. We're chasing it. Let's push forwards, and let's see what we can do. Let's go all out attack. We're going to defend this corner first, though. It comes in. It's a penalty, is it? It's bouncing around, and there's Emre Can to sink our hearts. We're going to have to work on defending corners too, aren't we? Because we have not been the best from that this episode. Come on, boys. Calm down. Let's... Disinterested. We've let emotions get the best of us here. We went for it. There was a risk that wasn't going to work out. We had our moment, didn't we? We did take the lead. Yeah. But I think in the end, maybe it's just better players told. Though we do have good... We just didn't play well. I think that tactic didn't work, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest with myself... yeah, the tactic didn't work. So there we go. Disappointing. Sorry, guys. Another Merseyside Derby and another loss. Was it better than last time? Let me know. Last time we got play off the park this time as well. Just we happened to take the lead. But yes, this is what I was talking about with the medical centre. We have a lot of tied players. So what we're going to do now is we're going to rest them all this week, and so we won't play anybody against Leicester that is looking tied. But guys, that's it for today. We won't do goals of the month. We'll do goals of the month when we come back on Thursday. And when we come back on Thursday, it will end the league season. It'll be Manchester City and Southampton. Oh, by the way, you can see there we've got Manchester United in the FA Cup final. They did go and beat Leicester. It was 2-0, I think. Yeah, so we'll come back on Thursday for the end of the league season. We'll hopefully be securing ourselves a spot in the Champions League as well. And then, yeah, we'll wrap up the season on the weekend, on Saturday it should be, with the FA Cup final. But that's it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed that, we made an FA Cup final. That's not a bad episode of my own books, but I'm biased, of course. So please do hit thumbs up if you've enjoyed that. Subscribe if you're new, and we will see you for the end of the league season, hopefully Champions League qualification on Thursday. Take care.